for Funny. My name's Ryan, and I wear dad shoes despite what everyone thinks.
Hi, I'm Grayson, and I have one thing to say. Anal Town and Country.
Hey, I'm Alicia, and I get married next April.
My name is Eric, and I'm going to look like a hobbit for that wedding.
It's true.
Oh, little hobbit.
Caveat is he's in the wedding.
Hey, guys.
He's the groom.
Hey, guys.
All right, everyone, let's roll for funny.
I rolled a 1.
Aw. I rolled an 11. I'm twice of
I
you.
rolled a 6. That's like the lowest I've gotten since.
I rolled a 2.
So it's an Alicia cast. Hell yeah.
It's not an
All
Eric
right.
or Grayson cast, that's for fucking sure.
Well, you know, the Bitricks casts have been on a streak, so it's about time
true.
it's somebody else's turn.
That's true. And we can officially say we are the Bitricks now.
Yeah. Speaking of,
We are married.
so we're talking about weddings today. So let's do a little recap of y'all's. It just passed a couple weeks ago, which will be, I think, a month by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah, probably.
Jeez.
It's on Saturday. It'll be 2 weeks, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Are you tired of him yet?
Oh, yeah, I've been tired of it.
Before we got married.
I just figured we may as well do it at this point.
Let's be clear.
No. Being married's really fun. I feel like we already bicker less.
I don't know. No, we've had 2 bicker matches since the wedding.
Yeah.
To be fair,
And they were
actually,
dumb.
the first thing that you guys said when we saw you was we got a fight earlier.
Yeah.
And, right after we saw you from your honeymoon, I was sounds like you guys.
What did we get in a fight over?
It was the Keurig.
Oh, yeah. The Keurig, the
was
tea thing. Yeah. Ryan didn't want me to make tea the way I want, but we settled it. We're all good. I'm not going to make tea the way he does.
Just something makes me feel icky about sticking an entire tea bag into the part where you put the pods. That
So
just
what about
rattles my
the
bones.
plastic coffee cup doesn't make you feel icky?
Because it's designed to do that.
Okay, but what if you stuck a tea bag inside the reusable K-cup?
That's different.
I don't
Why?
like that.
Really?
No.
It's
too
all
much
the same
filtration.
thing.
It's too much filtration. I'm fine with just putting it in the cup. I was just mad that he was telling me what to do. Honestly. His reasoning's fine. Both of our reasoning is solid.
Yeah, I mean, you really could have just
There's no reason not to do
made
it.
hot water with the Keurig and stuck
Exactly.
your
That's
tea
what I was
bag in the
saying.
cup.
Yeah, and I agree. I can just do that. But I don't like being told what to do, and there's no reason not to do it the way I was doing. It's not going to hurt it. So I was just mad that I was being told what to do for what I felt like was no reason.
Hi, welcome to Roll for Funny. I'm Grayson. I don't like being told what to do.
Exactly. I don't like being told what to do.
Anyways, so tell us how your wedding went.
It was perfect. I think that everything pretty much went the way it was supposed to. I listened to other people on podcasts talk about their weddings, and they always have this list of things that went wrong or weren't up to their expectation or anything. And I struggle to think of anything that went bad with ours. The only thing, I made myself a belt for my dress and I forgot about it to wear it, but it looked fine without it.
Yeah.
No
did.
one else knew or cared or noticed.
Yeah.
So that didn't go great. And then we took a little bit too long doing my hair. Otherwise, I don't think it really could have gone any better.
So it's not something that went wrong, but before the ceremony started, Stone looked at me and was like, "Hey, where are the rings and the rope?"
Yeah.
I was like,
We were
dude.
dude, I'm going to kill you. Yeah. Yeah. And then the geniuses sent someone to ask the women, me, sitting in the room, almost crying because my hair was taking so long to do. And my mom's ripping the follicles out of my hair, trying to get it perfect, and I have a tender head and I'm ugh. I'm chugging an alcohol beverage, the first one of the day, on an empty stomach because I was so nervous I didn't eat all day. Just trying to prep for the fact that I thought I was going to faint before I walked out there because I knew I was going to have to read my vows in front of everybody. And then someone comes in the room and goes, Grayson, where are the rings? That's not my responsibility. I don't know. That part was stressful. But otherwise, I think it went really good. Our DJ was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was
was
the life of the
amazing.
party. He was great. And then
I didn't get the poops, so
that's good. Yeah. Yeah. I remember
It's always a good day when you don't shit your pants.
it's true what they say about you're so nervous going out in front of all those people, and I was shaking, my face was getting hot. But as soon as I made eye contact with Ryan, I was good. Like, then it was just like, all right, cool. It's just me and him.
No.
What did I say to you?
You don't
as
pay
you walked up the
attention
aisle?
to. As I walked up the aisle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You were like, I looked at you and I was like, man, your boobs look perfect.
No, that is not what you said when I was walking up the aisle. When we exited after the ceremony and we got to the end of the aisle to like take a picture, he looked at me and like leaned in and was like, your boobs look great.
Well, you had been telling me for weeks that dress you had make your boobs look great, and I was just like reassuring you.
Oh, well, thanks. My boobs did look great.
They did.
But yeah, it was really fun. We ended up staying up till like 2 a.m. partying all night. Erick and Alicia were there.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun.
They got to experience all the festivities. We had a lot of like emo music and stuff, so that was cool. My mom danced as much as everyone else all night.
Yeah,
Like,
your mom's awesome.
She
Yeah.
threw down. That was crazy. At one point in the night, it was so funny. I hope she's not mad that I'm sharing this. She walked up to me and she was like, Grayson, your dad is drunk. And like my dad seemed fine to me, but like he was drunk apparently, but like he seemed fine. Like
Yeah.
he just was standing around talking to my brother or whatever. And I was like, I don't think so. I think you're drunk. And she was like, I am, but he's drunker. And I was like, really? And she showed me a text message that he sent her that just said, you ready to edit this shot? With no context, like 30 minutes earlier. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I was like, all right, maybe Dad's a little drunk. They had a really good time, though. And then we, in case anyone's wondering, we had like a tent and a camper and stuff set up for all the drunk people so that there was a place for everybody to sleep safely. And then me and Ryan had a DD, even though like we really didn't get overly drunk.
Oh, we tried though.
Yeah, I think my adrenaline was too high.
Yeah.
And I didn't really eat I had one, so we had street tacos, catering, and I had one street taco. One individual.
Grayson.
That's all I ate all night. That and the bite of cake that we fed each other.
Wow.
That's all I ate the entire day.
That's insane.
That's
Yeah.
not good, Grayson.
I know. I'm an eating person. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to like
It is amazing
Avoid
though, that you weren't
food.
way more fucked up because of that.
I know. That's why it had to have been adrenaline because I
Yeah.
was like, and just dancing and sweating all night.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we
Yeah.
danced I did the math, almost 6 hours without stopping.
Yeah.
All of us, especially the girls. Like,
We're fucking out there
had-
getting it.
my mom formed a grind line at some point and like paraded everyone around the driveway. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Hold
That was
on.
so great.
I did not witness this.
Yeah, that's when you were taking care of Dustin.
Hey, Dustin, shout out.
Shout out to
I
Dustin.
was in that grand line. It was fun.
He was our beer guy, and he
Fulfilled his task.
yeah,
A little too well.
yeah, he did great. But yeah, he ended up being down for the count earlier than everybody else.
But then he
and-
was back in it. At
Yeah,
the
he
end.
was.
Like he was right there.
He
Yeah,
was
he
cracking
boot
me up
rallied.
too.
He didn't skip a beat either. He was like, "What's up?"
Yeah, he was cracking me up too. Right after the ceremony, he's like, "I was so nervous."
Aw.
He's like, "I didn't know what song they were gonna play."
I told him what song we were gonna play.
Apparently, everything went right out of his head. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to mess it up."
Oh yeah, Ryan said that he started off by handing out a drink to every individual person, and then realized
On
like,
every
oh, I
row.
only have like 14
Yeah.
drinks. I can't do that because we have like 60
Well, I'm like, I don't
guests.
know if he handed out any of the mini bottles, but as soon as the ceremony was over, he like tossed me a thing of vodka, and I was like, "Thank you."
That's great. Yeah, that part was awesome. I hate that I didn't get to see that part because I was
Yeah.
like the last to walk, but I heard the laughter and everything, so I know it went well.
It was
Yeah, he was
awesome.
great.
Yeah, and yeah, we just had so much fun with it. And then we went on our honeymoon in Gatlinburg, which was really cool. We saw a bear. We went to Anakista. It was an adventure. And then one of the highlights of it was that I left my ID at home, and our amazing podcast mates had to save me and overnight it to us.
Yeah,
Which was-
I'm not gonna lie, that was super funny.
I mean, tell
You're
them about
actually-
the note that you included that I opened in front of the hotel manager who saw the penis.
Oh no!
I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
I'm sorry, that's on you. Yeah, so what's I think the funniest thing is I don't ever answer for random numbers, but I answer the one time I'm like, fuck it, I'll answer. It's fucking Ryan.
Right.
You're
Well-
fucking welcome.
Well, she was laying in bed and she was upset, and she's like,
Yeah.
I mean, we could ask them, like, they could overnight it to us, but I just don't want to. I was like, do you want me to call her? She's like, yeah.
Hey, well,
Like, what's her number?
So first of all, I have this like guilt of, so I'll let y'all talk about your wedding, but like, I feel like Kanye. I'm gonna let y'all talk about y'all's wedding. No, but
I'm gonna let you finish, but
no, but like I had this little bit of guilt first of all that y'all weren't in the wedding because like we kind of reconnected after we had already like asked all our bridesmaids and groomsmen, and we already had a lot of bridesmaids and groomsmen, you know. So I was like, we can't ask them to be in the wedding this late, you know, like that sucks. But we've gotten so close with you guys so fast and like started this podcast together and everything, so it felt wrong. So I was already sad about that. And then we're asking you to do us this big favor, even though you weren't in the wedding, to like take care of our cats while we're gone. So I felt bad about that. And then we realized right before we left that we didn't buy cat food and that y'all were going to have to go do that too. And I was like, they are not our maids. I can't ask them to now go to our house another day, find my wallet in, like, you can describe the room because I'm sure.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. I'll get there.
I'm sure you have a lot to say about it, but
The cereal was real.
It's nothing bad though.
no,
No,
it's not
we
bad.
were laughing our
I was
asses off.
We were buzzed,
dying.
and it was 2 a.m. on our
we were
wedding
like,
night.
this is exactly what I expected.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was great.
Anyways,
But yeah, I just felt so bad. I was like, I cannot call and ask them to do this for us. And they were so like gracious and nice about it. We're just like, of course, duh, we got y'all. Like, just relax and enjoy your honeymoon. And
Her dad,
I am
though,
so grateful.
her dad, though, was like, let me know if they can't or like they won't. He's like, I will drive up there tonight. Bring it to you.
No, not just that. He literally like that night I was like, no, they're gonna do it. Like, I don't know if it's gonna get here by Tuesday or Wednesday, but like we're definitely gonna get it. Don't worry about it. And he called me at like 6 a.m. the next morning and was like, give me Alicia's phone number.
oh my God.
Why? And he was like, because I'm gonna bring it to you. I was like, it's fine. They got it. Like, I can wait one day. We can go do like family friendly touristy stuff for one day, and then we'll have my ID at noon tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fine. Like, and I had to keep texting him, being like, and he was like so sweet because he genuinely was just like, I don't want you to not have a good honeymoon. I want y'all. And I told him, like, if you drive all this way up here, bring mom with you. Like, we have 2 queen beds in the hotel and stay one night. You know, like it's our honeymoon, but it's a week, and y'all would drive. It's 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, it's like y'all drive up here and stay the night, and we'll take you to dinner or something if you really want to do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's your trip. It was like, it was so sweet.
Like, no, just get it mailed. Don't worry.
I was like, yeah, please don't drive 8 hours round trip because I forgot my ID.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. But
Yeah, no, it was very funny. The one time I answered my phone, it must have been some weird intuition thing because I never answer my phone to numbers.
I don't either.
know. And it said like Lance something. Like it had a really weird random name on it. I'll go see what it is.
It's the original caller ID of the person that had the phone.
Yeah, it was.
You have my phone number.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God.
I do.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Anyways, super random, but I answered it. And like, first of all, Miss Woo Woo Girl, I'm a Taurus, so I'm a ride or die person with my friends. So I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking go to your house and get your wallet. Are you kidding? And then because you guys were so like, Ryan was like, I'm Venmoing you right now.
Yeah.
And like literally like 5 minutes after we got off the phone, he's like $100. He's like, keep the change. It's like, I'm not fucking keeping the change. I'm buying you shit with it. Like I could go shopping. Like one of my love languages is gift giving and gift receiving. Either way, I love it. So I was like, this is perfect. I got to do so many nice things. It makes me feel happy, and they're going to be happy, and they're going to have a great time. They're going to get so drunk, and it was great. But yeah, it was very funny. So we walked into your house, and of course the cats scatter. And I'm like, okay, well, she said it was probably on her side of the bed in the bedroom, which is locked, so the cats don't get in there.
Which, let me interject, y'all weren't supposed to see the bedroom initially.
Yeah.
Because I was just going to shut the door, keep the cats out of it. I knew it wasn't clean. So I was like, I'm just going to shut it. But then I had to leave my fucking ID.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like we're like in a new level of friendship now.
Yes.
But yeah, we walked in and it looked like a tornado went through.
Yeah.
Definitely understood the part where you're like, oh yeah, we drunkenly opened presents at 2 a.m. Saw
In bed.
that.
In
Could
bed.
tell.
Yeah.
Could tell they were everywhere. And then like the first thing that caught my eye was the open box of Fruit Loops on the floor with like a few of them like scattered on the carpet.
Let the record show it's a mini box, not a whole box.
Yes, it is like a mini. Well, then I was laughing too because there were like 6 more like closed boxes of them on your nightstand. I was like, Grayson, what cereal do you need?
I haven't eaten any of it.
That's what I say. Now I understand why the cereal, because you didn't eat anything all night.
Yeah. I was
I understand the
starving
cereal
by then.
so much more.
Yeah.
Fun fact, all those boxes are still sitting there.
No, I moved them to like in front of my plant, so they're like nice and organized, but they are still just in my bedroom. They're nice and organized in my bedroom.
Well, there
They're
we
in
go.
my
That's
bedroom.
a little bit of progress. And then like your wallet was like half shoved under the bed on your side.
Not surprised.
Like it took us a minute. And while we were there, we just got a text that was like, please ignore the bag of sex toys in there. First of all, never even saw the bag of sex toys.
Good, it's hidden well.
So, but I was like, what the fuck, you guys?
No one was supposed to have to go in the bedroom.
I know. It was so funny. It's really funny, too, because I know you get a little anal about cleaning your house anytime you have people over and it, like, gets you to clean your house. So I've never seen your house like that, which by itself was really funny, but also made me like, oh, they are people.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm anal about, like, I don't know why. It's something just in my bones. Like, you can ask Ryan. Like, when we're having people over, he'll be like, they understand that we live here. It's fine. You know, like, it's okay if there's some cups in the sink or something, or, like, the bed's not made. And I'm like, no.
She's like, no, you must clean the dishes.
No one can know that there's dust ever in here. No one can know that I wear shoes. Like, no one can know that I sleep in this bed.
Yeah.
It's for show. I don't know why.
It's cool, our toilet's cracked.
I know.
Yeah, it was really funny. Well, and then you were
hate
like,
that.
well, and somebody stayed over the night before, so there's like an air mattress and stuff. And I was like, okay. Yeah, honestly, did not expect what we were going to walk into. But then I was like, oh, she isn't superhuman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a deflated air mattress in the middle of our living room. Our couch is askew because somebody slept on it. We had cereal boxes all over mini cereal boxes all over the bed and the nightstand.
Yeah.
And yeah, like presents, and like we drunkenly opened presents. So like Erick and Alicia got us a cast iron skillet, and they were even joking about how they walked in there. We just ripped it open enough to see what it was, and then like,
Yeah, it literally just because it was on top of other things. I was like, hey, there's a skillet we got.
yeah, which I'm using. I put my my little divider thing for the plastic wrap and foil and everything. It fits in my drawer like perfectly. And I love it. I've been using it every day. So, you all right over there, Erick?
Ow!
She tried to jump up and failed.
Erick and his cat are having a mosh pit.
Harley.
Baby,
Oh, I heard the claws.
Ow.
come here. Stand up.
Poor
What are
Harley.
you doing?
Being a whore.
I think we're going to go on a pause for technical difficulties.
Oh my God.
We're back after Erick's cat tried to attack him.
She did attack me.
had to
I almost
take a
died.
We had to
Little
take a
mosh
5
pit
minute
kitty break there.
little fiver.
Hurt.
I'll try to insert a picture of Harley drooling
to.
all over Alicia.
Yeah,
I also would like to try to insert, if our house doesn't look too bad in the background, the video of Erick going, later, nuts, and flipping us off in our house because we have a Ring camera in the living room. So
Yeah, I do think we said something to your camera every time we came in. 'Cause like, she's probably going to check it at least.
So they came in 3 separate times. I only ever saw them the once because I wasn't paying any attention to the camera. I trust them. But so from my perspective, like, they only came the one day because I just didn't pay attention. I don't have an alert telling me when the door opens.
Okay.
Like, it just, we
Because
didn't
I know
set the
some
alarm.
of them do motion sensors.
Yeah.
Because we came the day after y'all left to get the ID. And then we came, there was a day that we didn't come, and then we came after that to feed the cats. And then we realized they didn't have any dry food, and we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
So we gave them all the wet food. And then we went to go get dry food the next day and came back again on Thursday.
Yeah. Because I didn't think they were going to go through all that dry food because there was so much in that bowl. And I was like, holy crap.
This is where
Yeah.
Celeste is chubby.
Oh yeah. Which is why I found your note on our refrigerator also, where we had a countdown for our wedding. Oh, it was her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has terrible handwriting.
Yeah.
It was in all caps, so I figured man.
Oh, no, that's
For some
me.
reason, men write in all caps
Nope.
a lot of the time. But yeah, it just said, like, it was our countdown to our wedding, and it was like 1 day left because we hadn't erased it. We were on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And they were like, this shit been over. It's our turn. But they also left us a cute gift and asked us to be in their wedding, which is really exciting.
And I said, hell no.
So on that, I felt really bad because honestly, I did want you to be on my side with me, but it wouldn't have been uneven, and that would have bothered the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
So beer guy is something we've been talking about for a while, and I was
all
like,
good.
you would
He's-
be perfect for it.
Meant to be a beer guy.
Yeah. Like, I think you're probably the most entertaining beer guy we could have.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, I can't wait for like the bachelor or bachelorette party because I'm gonna have so much fun. Even though my best man and my groomsmen aren't gonna be there because they're both coming from out of state. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were talking yesterday about doing like a joint thing, right, for y'all,
Yeah.
just like we did. I think it's more
We're
fun
stealing
anyway.
all of your
Oh,
ideas.
yeah.
It's your best friend. You want to party with them.
But
Yeah.
none of us smoke. How are we going to do a joint party?
Oh my God, shut up. Annulment.
I will say this. So I've been to. Did you just make yourself roll for funny?
What'd you get?
Don't worry about it.
What was it?
Don't worry about it.
What was it? You have to share with the group.
I am the one and only.
Oh my God. You rolled a 1 also? So did
Yes.
I.
Sounds about right.
We're the
Nerds.
ones. You're the one for me, babe.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh
like
God!
that
I
laugh.
wish I had a video. But so I've been to 3 weddings in my adulthood. One was my best friend Kara's, and it was beautiful. But she has a ton of family, so not my vibe. And I went to my friend Deanna's, and hers was like really cute and small like y'all's, but like they just like different stuff than we do, and also have a lot more family. And I was like, cute, not my vibe. Y'all's wedding, I was like, I'm stealing all this shit. I was like, this is exactly the vibe we want. Like, it was small, it was fun. Like, everybody
Yeah.
like fucking cranked up afterwards. Like, it was great.
Like, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
ours
it was my
pretty-
dream wedding.
I thought ours was pretty small until like everything started coming together and like everyone started
Yeah.
showing up. I was like, shit.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot
there.
more people than I thought.
So, how many total guests did you guys have?
About 60.
Okay.
That's not bad because our original list was gonna be
30.
No,
Yeah.
the original list I thought was like 39.
Maybe? Maybe.
Now
Maybe.
it's 30.
Now it's 30.
That was 60. It was like 61, including the vendors.
okay.
But we like to include the vendors because, like, they're going to want to eat. If they're
Yeah.
there for
Yeah.
that many hours, you know, like, so if you're doing a head count, like, you need somewhere for them to sit, you need somewhere for them to eat. So I just count them into the guests.
That's actually a really
But
cool idea. I like
smart.
that.
Yeah.
I
And
would've
that's why
never
we
thought
had
of
that empty table at the back that didn't have any seat markers so that if any of the staff wanted to go sit down and, like, eat
yeah.
and rest or whatever, they had
Yeah.
a spot. So they weren't just like, because I know, like, I did wedding photography for a while. And every wedding I went to, they overlooked that and didn't think it. And there's like a lot of downtime where like nothing super exciting's happening. And if you don't have anything to photograph and you've been there for 8 hours, like you got to think you're working an 8-hour like contracted job with no breaks.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty considerate to just include a meal for them. You know what I mean?
A meal and like a chair. And
Yeah, just
somewhere to take a
to
breather.
yeah, because most of the weddings I've been to, I have to like awkwardly go stand off to the side with like no chair.
Yeah.
And like,
You're like
this
this
sucks.
awkward
Yeah.
worker kind of person.
I will say,
Yeah.
admittedly, and like round of applause to you and Megan, y'all thought of literally everything.
Oh yeah.
Every single like little detail and like everything like came together.
Yeah. Well, I won't say where because like for confidentiality, but Ryan's sister's a judge and like does event type planning stuff on the side as a fun, just like hobby. Like I've seen her like every time someone that she knows is having a baby shower or a party, like she's part of it and posted on Facebook and everything. And so like she's honestly, she thought of everything. Like there was some stuff I thought of, like the whole like chairs for vendors and stuff like that, but just from being a wedding vendor. But yeah, that girl killed it. She knew everything. Like stuff that I hadn't even considered at all.
Yeah.
She was like giving me instruction on, or at least like asking like, what do you want to do with this or whatever. Where I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't know we were going to do that. So
No, that's good. See, that's why I decided my whole bridal party is people who are already married. That way I can just steal from you guys.
there, that works. So you want to tell them the story about, so they asked us to be in their wedding. by leaving us a gift. And like I said, we have cameras in the house. So I haven't gone back to look and see this. We need to go back and look because I bet it's hilarious.
It's literally just me running up to the camera when we. So
I think she's talking about when she found the gifts.
No, I'm talking about how they got it in the house
so what
without
we
us
did
seeing
is
it.
when we were deciding to drop it off, we were like, okay. I was like, well, they have a camera, so how are we gonna get it in without them knowing? So
I'm glad we knew about the camera.
Yeah,
because we were like, we're gonna be so sneaky.
And then what we did was just she opened the door. She was carrying the gift. And what I did was I ran in the house and I was like, and I ran and I put my face in the camera.
I didn't even get
and was
to
just
see
like,
that part.
just making all kinds of stupid
If
noises.
you can please find that and post
yes,
it.
I'll look for it. Yeah,
I was just making stupid noises, and then I turned around, blocking the camera with my back, and I was like, okay, you can come in.
So what day was that?
That
would have been
been
Thursday.
Wednesday.
No, that was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm putting it down in my notes so I can look for it
Okay,
later.
yeah, do it.
It was stupid.
That's
I
hilarious.
swear
That
we
was
said
my
something.
birthday.
Oh yeah, and Ryan's birthday happened when we were on our honeymoon.
Right.
And I was a sneaky bitch. And so I had gotten a gift card that I just didn't tell him about for Amazon because, like, we share all of our money. You know, like, I see where his money goes, he sees where my money goes. So it's hard to buy each other gifts, like, sneakily. Yeah. Which is actually a reason I took out a credit card recently so that in the future I can do that and just pay it off.
Something at least
So you're
Yeah.
gonna buy me
people with.
gifts?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5?
Occasionally.
Maybe. Well, I got you part of it. So for his birthday, I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do because, like, we were broke. Our honeymoon was amazing, but we went on the money that we got in cards.
Yeah.
We had almost nothing in the bank the day of our wedding, and then, like, had to deposit everything, and, like, luckily some people gave us cash.
Yeah.
Like, enough cash. Because, you know, it takes checks like a day or two to clear.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was checks. So we still have one that hasn't cleared.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, so we were like, God, hopefully we have enough to pay for the hotel because I reserved it. Like, we're just going to drive up there and hope for the
cash covered
best.
The hotel, thank God.
Yeah, but we stopped, like, on our way to Gatlinburg and put the money in the bank. So,
Damn.
yeah, that was part of why we opened our presents that night. Because, like, I knew a certain amount because some people had told me. Because I was like, look, we're trying to go on this honeymoon. Like, can you give me a guesstimate? Because I know you're giving me money. So I knew we could afford it. It was just, that part was a little bit stressful. But,
which it kind of worked out with you, like, forgetting your ID. Because, like, we didn't get the check money or her ID until...
Yeah, we got it all that same day, so we could finally go out and do stuff. And it was actually awesome because, like, our first day there, we went and walked around town and just looked around, but we didn't, like, buy anything or do anything. And we just, like, ordered DoorDash to the hotel and relaxed. And God damn, did we need it. Like, I don't think we realized. I forgot my Maggie Boys, my magnesium that I take every night to sleep. And I slept like a rock for like 8 hours straight every single night on the honeymoon.
That is awesome.
In a hotel. Like, I'm one of those, like, anxious sleepers that has the TV on all the time and stuff. No. Jet black, no TV, peaceful, amazing sleep every night. Like, that's how exhausted we were from just the weeks and weeks of wedding planning and staying up late and always having something to do. So I loved my wedding. I'm glad it's over.
High key, I'm just really hoping to not get to that point. Because my whole thing, like, I want to have the wedding, and every time I'm like, I don't really give a shit about wedding planning. People are like, just go to the fucking course. I'm like, it took me 6 years to trick this motherfucker. I'm getting my wedding.
Yeah. You want the pictures.
It's the one thing I want. I'm like, I wasn't the girl who got the promposal. I wasn't the girl who got all the cute shit from my boyfriends.
Yeah.
I got a really fucking good engagement.
Yeah.
Now I want a really good wedding, and I'm good.
Same.
That's it. That's all I want.
That's my same life. I never had any, like, cute thing from any, like...
Don't even need a good marriage, just need a good wedding.
Yeah, like,
No, but, like, for...
I had to bully my boyfriend to go to prom with me.
Yeah.
Junior prom, my boyfriend didn't want to go, so I didn't go. All my fucking friends went, and I sat at home. So, yeah, I'm like, I didn't get that shit in high school because I had shitty, stupid boyfriends. You know, we're all fucking kids, but, yeah, now we're adults, and, like, I have somebody who's extremely thoughtful and, like, thinks about those things, and I'm going to fucking smack you. I don't even know what you said, but I'm going to hit you.
I said, it's your boy.
Oh.
I watched him. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah, my ex that proposed to me was literally...
No. Don't touch me after you just did that.
He was literally such a mama's boy that he proposed to me in his mom's house so that she could watch.
Ew.
She didn't want to get up out of the couch. And, like, I was like, are you serious? Like this, none of this is special at all. Like you literally just did this because your mom asked you to.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I get it. Where like you never get that moment, and then you find someone that's like super cute and surprises you and does nice fun
Makes
stuff.
me feel better about my terrible engagement because like it was still way better than his.
Yours was amazing because also like I knew I was getting engaged because I had to buy the ring
With your ex, be clear with the ex.
with my ex.
There you
Yeah,
go.
not
All
with
right.
you. With Ryan, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be one of those like takes 5 years to propose, like I don't really believe in marriage kind of people. So I'm really surprised that he's like.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Dollar General, get some beer and stuff. You want anything?
No, you didn't even say you were going to Dollar General.
Oh.
You said you were going to like Walmart or something to grab
Oh,
beer for whatever, because we were having people over that night. It was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to go out and grab stuff. And like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but he was pretty adamant that I didn't go. Mm-hmm. So I was like, do you want me to go? And he was like, no, it's okay. Like, you can stay. Like, if you really want to go, you can, but you can stay. Like, and I never thought about it. I just thought, like, I was so busy fucking stress cleaning because I was going to have people over that I didn't think anything of it. Yeah. He surprised the heck out of me with the proposal. And y'all's proposal was literally in Hawaii. Like, I remember seeing the pictures and being like, dang, Alicia.
Yeah, it was like literally just like the things lined up so perfectly because like if it weren't COVID, we wouldn't have been able to go to Hawaii in the first place. If Kara didn't live there because her husband was stationed there, we wouldn't have been able to go. Like it worked out.
Eric
Yeah.
didn't plan it with Kara for 4 months in advance.
I imagine Eric was like,
Eric
will you
gets
mail
some
with
credit.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Will you mail with me?
It worked out.
It was
real well.
awesome. I had
Yeah.
already been talking to her about it because we originally weren't going to go.
Also, I talked to Mom and she said originally you were gonna propose at Christmas because your mom was gonna be there.
That was an idea, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm glad you didn't because I would have hated that. Not because your mom would have been there, just because I don't like holiday stuff.
I mean, one of the other ideas was having you hike up a mountain.
I do remember you guys telling me about that, and also glad that didn't happen because fuck you.
Can I interject? Are you saying you don't like holiday stuff as in like you think holiday proposals are cheesy, or like you don't like holidays?
No, I love holidays.
Okay, I was about to say,
No,
you seem
I'm
like
sorry.
a holiday girl.
I am a holiday girl. No, I think personally, holiday birthdays, weddings, engagements, like it's cheesy to me. I'm
Yeah.
like I want another special day. Like that's already for something or somebody or family or whatever. I'm like, I want this thing that's supposed to be about us to be about us.
I feel like I agree mostly, but we got engaged on New Year's Eve. And to me, that was like kind of cool and symbolic because it was
Yeah.
like, it's a new year. Like, let's
To
go
be
into
fair,
it
like
engaged.
my caveman dumbass, like I didn't plan it for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Just the ring showed up that day, and I was like, I can't wait to do this.
I sent hers to her mom's house, and I got a text from her mom
She
while I
was
was
very
at,
good about like everything went to my mom's. Like they planned all that, like to get my ring size and everything. They spun
Oh,
this
that was
whole
so
fucking
good.
story.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, he
And she
is playing
bought
with
it.
my mom
She
too.
bought it so well.
I was like, okay, sure, whatever. But like I said though, we've been talking about marriage literally since we've been together for 2 years. So like it wasn't a weird taboo thing to be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's get our ring sizes because eventually it's gonna matter.
Because her mom,
Yeah.
her mom bought ring sizers off Amazon, and then said that she found them in your
Grandma's house.
grandma's house, and they were your uncle's or something.
Yeah, okay, so weird family shit, right? So my
Yeah.
mom has a half sister.
Okay.
So half sister's grandma,
Where's the other half of her?
they
roll for funny.
4.
yeah, not funny. Grandma's husband we called uncle. Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
yeah.
But
Gotcha.
said that she had found them in the closet and they were getting rid of some stuff, and she gave them to her because she knew that we were probably going to get married eventually. To get our ring sizes.
Yeah. So told me that uncle was a jewelry maker at one point when he was young, and so he had these things in his closet, and they're like, oh, well, perfect.
Oh,
we'll
she
just
made
give them
up
to
a
Alicia.
hell of a story.
Yes, and I'm like, I never knew uncle, so I would just fucking buy it, and
Yeah.
I did.
Like
That's
a
so funny because with us, like,
Like a what?
dumb idiot.
my mom just told Ryan, I think 9 or whatever.
Yeah, I just went with it. I was like, all right, cool.
We're going to resize if we have to.
Yeah,
Which it is like a little bit too big, but it's never fallen off, so I think it's fine.
it's good. Yeah, I think we are both 8s.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. I mean, you could literally just put my wedding ring on to see,
Oh, yeah.
or my engagement ring, because it's a fucking 8. Anyways.
Mine's a 9, but I think I actually were like an 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish
I'm
we would
cool
have
with the
gotten rid
9.
of both of them.
Yeah, I don't know why we
Orange
bothered
big.
throwing them away. Should have known you'd
Until I
forget.
drink beer, and then it's not big.
But it was awesome. All the planning that went into it, all super worth it. And like she said, like the reason we were able to go are because of all of those things lining up. Like our tickets together, I think were like $580 or $540 a piece.
Wow.
Right. So like $1,000. If
That's a
you try to
lot.
go look at tickets right now to go to Hawaii, they're probably like $800
Yeah.
or more.
My parents
Yeah.
went, and I think that they said they paid like $1,400 a piece or
Yeah.
something to fly out
Exactly.
there. They went to Maui. Like Maui's pretty expensive
Yeah.
to fly to, but yeah.
So like all of those things, and there was no way we were going to be able to like do it other than that being it. So
Yeah, it just happened to be very cheap because of COVID. But like, of course, we had to go get COVID tests before, and like it was like 3 days before, so we were stressed that like we weren't gonna get our results back in time. We had to fly from here to LA,
yep.
and then to Hawaii, and that was just such a long flight. But
Yeah.
it was worth it.
we're flying in a couple weeks to Newark,
Newark.
which will be exciting because I've never
Jersey.
been to the Northeast ever.
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Gabagool.
We can do this because his mom's from there.
And she would laugh at it.
Yeah,
She
would.
loves The Sopranos.
She's so funny because like she doesn't have that much of the accent,
But she still has a little bit.
but certain words,
Just
like she
enough.
says huge.
That'd be Eric's favorite.
Oh, it's so
That's
funny.
so
She'll be
funny.
like just normal sentence, then like, yeah, but it's huge.
Or she'll say dog.
Yeah, she says dog.
Fawn.
She says, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? I love Pauline.
That's my mom.
That's your mom.
Mom.
Yeah, and actually, like, I'd met your parents when we were kids.
Yeah.
But, like, of course, I never met your family, and they were awesome. Pauline is dope.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. She's so much fun.
I'm sad no one got to really hang out with my dad. He
Yeah, he's
he
awesome
threw down
too.
for the wedding.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he like just yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's very much like once he's had a few drinks, like he's gonna like sit back and watch the party. Like
Yeah.
he's not gonna be in the party.
Have we told the Blumpkin story on the podcast?
No.
So this is a funny story
Quick
about
story.
his dad. Yeah, quick side note story. So this is the kind of goofy that his dad is. We're at a family wiffle ball game, basically. Like
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, like the whole family got together to like play some yard games and
Yeah.
cook out. I don't remember. Was it someone's birthday?
I don't remember. I think it was drink beer, cookout, and
I almost think it was your birthday last year.
No.
Or wasn't?
no, because it was like
It was
not
early
summer,
on
but it was
when we first got back together. So, yeah, it was still warm out for sure because you were in shorts. Everybody was in shorts. It was so funny because every dude that showed up there, like they all have like the same kind of build, you know? And they all wore blue shirts and khaki pants, like unintentionally. It was so, and they would all stand in the yard with their hands on their hips. And I so like wish I would have recorded a video and put the Home Depot theme song over it. It was so funny. But anyway, like Ryan included was wearing the
Yeah.
outfit, but they were playing a game called Can Jam, which is like basically a little plastic barrel that looks like a burn barrel or something, or like an oil barrel. The top's hollowed out and there's a little slot in it, almost like a mailbox slot, and you throw a frisbee and the other person tries to smack it into the can. You're trying to throw it into the little slot.
Yeah.
And if it goes in the slot, you like instantly win the game.
Yeah.
If you like hit it into the can, like the rules don't really matter. That's what they were playing
Yeah.
though. So it's important to know though that you hit it into the top of the can. And so we had played around and we went to go sit down, like have a drink, hang out with the moms and stuff because it was all the guys playing. And we hear someone smack a frisbee and then Ryan's dad go, "That's a Blumpkin." And we were like,
we instantly looked right at each other and we're like, what?
yeah.
What did
What
you
did
hear
he
that?
just say? Yeah, we were like laughing about it. Like, no way he just said
And
that.
in the middle
like,
of us like staring at each other, like, did you hear that? We heard it again.
that's a Blumpkin. And Ryan jumps up so fast.
Within like milliseconds, I was like, nope, Dad.
Is what we forgot to say too was his niece and nephew
Yeah, like
were there.
like 9-year-old and 15-year-old.
Yeah. And So Ryan walks up and is like, Dad, like, you're saying Blumpkin in front of the whole family, right? And he was like, yeah. It's when you poop in the top of a toilet. Because he's thinking like, because you're putting the frisbee in.
That's an upper decker.
Yeah, and Ryan goes, Dad, that's an upper decker. And he had to like pull up the definition and show him what Blumpkin was. And he was like, oh. It was so funny.
That's a Blumpkin.
That's the kind of goofy his dad is.
Oh,
He's
that's
great.
funny.
Yeah, he's
My
a funny
dad's very
dude.
much a dad.
Yeah. Yeah. He
He's a
tells
dad's
a lot
dad.
of dad
Yeah.
jokes.
Pretty sure he's got a pair of New Balance 504s in the closet.
He's prepared you well for when
He's
you
got
guys
Wrangler
eventually have
khaki
kids.
cargo shorts.
Oh, yeah. I've always told Ryan that, like, if I ever find out I'm pregnant and, like, go to tell him, that's what I'm doing. It's just going to buy him a pair of those New Balances and, like, give them to him as a gift. Like, here you go.
I will gladly wear them.
One day.
You might as well. So you're gonna have to get him 2 pair
Yeah.
because he's gonna need one for grilling. He's
Yeah.
gonna need one for mowing grass.
Yeah.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it. Are you sure y'all aren't going to have kids?
Yeah. Very sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not fucking doing that.
Whatever shoes I put on, those are what I'm cutting grass in. I don't have specific ones for them. Not going to either.
Which is funny because I do call your working shoes dad shoes. They're just ugly. They look like dad shoes.
Yeah, Ryan's
Merrells?
wearing New Balances now. But
They are
they're-
dad shoes.
My
Merrells
Merrells.
are dad shoes.
Those ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Merrells are dad shoes. For sure.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like, they're like hiking dad. They're like nature dad shoes. Like the dads that take their kids like on a hike up Stone Mountain on a
Right.
random Sunday.
Yeah.
That kind of dad. Yeah.
I got checkerboard Vans. That's not dad shoes.
Yeah, I have checkerboard Vans too. We got married in our checkerboard Vans.
Yeah, I thought
So-
that was really cute.
Yeah.
What colors are y'all thinking for like the groomsmen and bridesmaids and stuff?
So this is all on me because Eric's colorblind.
What's up? It's your boy.
It's your boy, colorblind.
Can't see shit.
See colors.
So I'm looking at like a very springy, like peachy pinks, like soft peachy pinks, and like sage greens.
Cool.
That's pretty much like the color scheme of my house
Spring.
too. So I actually have a picture on my phone.
So your
but I'm
colors
somewhere
would be-
between that and if you swipe back one, there's another one with a darker shade of green.
That's not it.
Preen.
Ooh, yeah, I like that dark shade. That's
But
pretty.
yeah, so then I'm pretty much thinking I'm gonna leave it up to you guys on whether we want to lean greens or pinks for dresses.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking either we do one color and multiple styles or different styles, one color. Either way, so there's like a
That
little
was
bit
the
of
same thing you said to reverse.
Good
One
job.
color, multiple styles, or different styles, one color.
whatever. You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
Anyways, shut up. Anyways, but yeah, but also speaking of stealing from your wedding, I really like the bridesmaids dresses that you guys got because you can change the style of
They
them.
looked good on everyone
did.
too. Like all those dresses it was all one size fits all dress.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
I didn't know it was one size. fits
Every
all.
dress was the same size.
That's amazing.
And I had 5 bridesmaids of all different shapes and sizes
Yeah.
and heights. And
That's crazy because like because you look at that and like most of us are like normal sized people.
Yeah.
But then you got like Sierra's teeny tiny.
yeah. And it was it's non-hemmed fabric. So like if it's too long on you, you can literally just cut it with scissors and it's not going to fray. It's like the perfect bridesmaid's dress. They were like $53 a piece or something.
Yeah, y'all might end up getting those.
Yeah. And they have them in every color. And it's great because it's something you can wear again.
Yeah.
Because it's reusable, you
Yeah.
know? Like, you can put it in any style.
It's a good anytime bridesmaid's dress.
Yep.
It's a good if you got to go to another wedding, you can wear
Yeah.
that. Like
And they looked great on
it's
everyone.
a good formal dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then nice too that it like if you wanted to just make it real short, you could just cut it.
Exactly.
That's cute.
Yep.
But yeah, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Every time we turn around, you're making some fucking noise. Stop crazy eyeing me.
The wedding's in April.
I'm sorry. I have a lot of energy.
Yeah, you took that nap.
Yeah.
I stayed up.
A nap sounds
What's up?
awesome.
And I got mad about that one fight I was playing in Kina.
Also, you're drinking, water this time instead of alcohol? So
Yeah.
you're not getting tired?
Yeah. You remember how I told you I feel better
Yeah.
since I stopped drinking?
Yeah, now he's
Yeah.
just an asshole.
Yeah. We're all going through some, weird shit right now, honestly. Like, Eric's taking a break from drinking. I'm going into keto. Ryan is...
I didn't change
He gave
anything.
up vaping.
Yeah.
So,
I
like,
started playing Diablo pretty friggin' hardcore.
oh my god,
my
that's
God.
not what we're talking about.
Yeah, and then
That's a
we're about to
change.
start keto too.
And your wedding planning. So
And
like
our
we're all
wedding
going
planning.
through a lot of fun, exciting changes.
But I'm super excited for the wedding.
I
My
am too.
like outfit is gonna be super simple. I don't have to wear a full freaking tux or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be comfy. It's gonna be something you can reuse.
Yep. Can wear it to Ren Fair next year if I want. I got married in this.
There you go.
Melody.
When we got engaged, the first thing our dad was like, you should go and get like gorilla married at Ren Fair. Like we should just run in with an officiant and be like, we're getting married right now. None of y'all can do anything about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. That'd be cool.
We totally could. Not going to. But Ren Fair does start, I think, in April again next year. So we'll probably end up.
I
going,
was
like,
a
as soon as we get
bridesmaid
back.
in a wedding one time that we used Ren Fair as the bachelorette and bachelor party.
Oh really?
That's
yeah, and
kinda
like
cool.
reserved one of the big
Oh.
yeah, and it's like it's in springtime. Like
If only our wedding were later.
I
Yeah.
know,
Not changing
but,
the date, but
yeah,
We
but
can
it
at
was
this
really
point.
neat because we reserved like one of the pavilions.
yeah.
So like there was somewhere to hang out all day, and everybody just got like wasted in like cool fairy costumes and stuff
That's
all day.
freaking awesome.
It was pretty
That's
cool.
really neat.
We should all
Yeah.
go to the Ren Fair next year, just dressed up in our entire wedding outfits. Like both the all in bridesmaids dresses. Me and him were just in our like, or what? You know,
Both of us
suit,
in
but-
bridesmaid dresses,
Well, the
Wedding dresses.
the thing you got married in.
bridal gowns.
That
Yeah,
The struggle.
the struggle is real.
yeah.
I mean, he's just gonna look like he belongs at the fair.
Yeah. Because I'm
Oh,
literally
yeah?
just wearing like, I don't even know what kind of material it is, shirt.
Somebody at work,
Something
I won't say
comfy.
who.
Yeah.
I showed him some pictures, and he's like, "Damn, Ryan, you look like a preacher."
I wouldn't say that, but
And then I
yeah.
showed him the checkerboard Vans, and I swear to God, verbatim, he's like, "No, that's pretty hardcore." I was like, appreciate it.
Oh my god.
No, I loved that jacket. That jacket was awesome.
It
was the hottest thing I've ever worn in my
Yeah,
life.
the orange corduroy, really cool.
yeah.
I loved it.
Really
Yeah,
cool.
you'll have to take me on like a fancy date in it so that we can wear it again.
Just that with my
And it-
shorts.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can I tell y'all something funny? Doesn't have anything to do with wedding stuff, but it was Ryan last night. We got home because, okay, we do game night on Mondays with Erick and Alicia also. So we see a lot of them.
Yeah, we're just up each other's
Starting next
asses.
week, we're doing D&D again. And so I'm excited. But like the whole basis of this podcast is we were a D&D group that got together. We just never mentioned that
Yeah.
anymore. But we haven't played since we started the podcast. And we're going to start another campaign that I'm writing. I'm really fucking excited about it.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And now that wedding planning's over, I can actually take my time and write it. But anywho, so Ryan last night, this is like a terrible TMI story, but
Whatever.
sorry, I keep burping. I'm drinking the sparkling water.
Hold on, terrible TMI.
What?
TMI for you or TMI?
TMI
me?
for you. You're not.
Hang
gonna,
on.
You're not going to care about me sharing this story.
Hang on.
Are you mocking me?
You may proceed.
Okay. So Ryan knows that anytime he puts a hat on, I think it's like super sexy. You already know his story.
What?
I'm worried.
What was it,
It
that
was
you
actually-
asked me?
This hat.
What were you asking if you could play Diablo? That's what it was. Yeah, so
I was like, can I play Diablo in a bedroom?
so he knows every time he gets dressed and then he like adds in his hat, I'm always like, oh, you can't go out like that. Girls are gonna talk to you. Like, you look all sexy. You can't do that. I do it every time because I think he looks really hot in a hat. And he got this new hat that's like actually got some color, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know. So anyway, he knows I like it, and he didn't intentionally do this, but I thought that this is what he was doing. But he took a shower when we got home. Walks into the bedroom where I'm just like laying on the bed scrolling through TikToks, butt naked, except he's wearing his hat. And just kind of like puts his hand on his hip and stands there like full exposed. And was like, can I play Diablo in the bedroom tonight? I was like, he genuinely was just bringing the hat into the room and like thought it'd be funny to throw it on and like wasn't thinking
I
about
didn't
it.
want to carry it. So
I
just
thought
put
he
it
was
on.
like purposely trying to seduce me into letting him play video games in the bedroom. And I was like, yeah, like, was this all necessary? He was like, what? It was so stupid, but if you were there, it was so fucking funny. He just walks in like cocky as hell with his hat on. Can I play Diablo in the bed tonight?
I worked up the confidence to ask you that the whole time I was taking a shower. You're the man of the house. Ask her if you can play video games.
Oh my god.
I literally suggested on the car ride home, come play in the bedroom. And you said, I like playing on the big TV. And I was like, well, just play on the little TV so you can spend time with your wife. Does the big TV mean more to you than your wife? And you said, maybe I can bring the big TV in the bedroom.
Oh my god.
To which I said no. And that's where we landed.
Well, Brian.
I'll fucking do it again.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's really awesome. Yeah, I've been avoiding wedding planning since we got engaged.
2 years ago.
Oh, it's been a year and a half.
Oh my god.
Almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, we had 6 months, and I am not prepared. Like I'm like the I have ideas, and like I know what direction I want to go in. But I'm like, oh shit, you have to like hire people for this.
You gotta hire them like at least 4 months in advance, so you gotta get on that.
Yeah.
Something that helped me a lot, which maybe I can help do for you if you want it, because it feels pushy if not. But like Ryan's family was really good about being like, pick this now. And like almost bullying me into, like, not in a mean way, but like where I was like, I don't know how I feel about this or that or whatever, or like maybe we'll go with this. And they were like, no, we're running out of time. Pick this now. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, let me pick something.
No,
and it actually was very helpful.
Yeah, no, I actually do feel like I need nice bullying. I was actually
Yeah.
telling Eric, I was like, when I like got Grace on a team, like maybe like she and Kara will like actually like encourage me to do shit.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I put it off for 2 years. Like, you know, the moment we got engaged, we're like, oh my god, we want to do this and this and this and this and this, and then stopped talking about it for a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we already knew that we were gonna wait until 2020.
Yeah.
2023. So. It was very easy to just put off, but then we're like, oh shit, we have a year. Oh shit, we have 8 months. Oh shit, we're at 6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You got this.
Get a dress, Alicia. What are you doing?
Oh my
Get it
God,
together.
Ryan.
My dress didn't
I'll
get there
cry.
until 2 months before the wedding, so.
See, like in my
final,
brain, I'm like,
like-
that sounds like a lot of time.
No, that's when I got it. And then like 6 weeks before the wedding, I got it actually fitted completely correctly.
I got my entire like outfit like 3 weeks before, I think.
Yeah. So like you can do stuff last minute. You just got to make sure that your money is set aside and
Yeah.
that you have like a date planned to do it.
How many fittings did you end up having to do for your dress?
One.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, that
She's spot
seamstress,
on.
like she charged me $140, but
I feel like for a wedding dress, because a lot of times you have
That's
multiple layers of the skirts.
good.
Like that's actually really good.
so I didn't have to get the height changed at all. Because if you do your custom measurements, that's something they will get right.
Yeah.
Is your like inseam. So I measured that on my own and that was perfect. I didn't have to get that altered at all. I had her add a bustle that I did not use because I forgot about it the whole wedding. That's cheap to add though. They just literally like sew a button on
Yeah.
it to pull the stuff up. But if your dress isn't like crazy, I don't even recommend it. I didn't really notice. I just picked it up all night and used it as like a part of my
Yeah.
dancing. So, but she had to take the sides in because it was too big. Which it was like a bodice, you know, so that was a lot of work to cut through and like re-sew and make it look like she hadn't done it. But also the shoulders, which were lace sleeves, were way too big. And she actually removed the sleeves and the whole top completely, fixed it and put it back together. So
Wow.
I was like, you know what? You earned that 140.
Yeah.
I think I actually gave her 160 just to be nice. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
And she was great too. Like she came to my house to do the fitting. She delivered the dress to my house, made sure I tried it on before she left.
Wow.
Like she was very like informal. Like I didn't sign any contracts or anything
Yeah.
with her, like, but she was very professional and I highly recommend
That might
her.
be
I'll
her
have to send you her
information.
number if she is like pretty busy. Like at first she told me no when I asked her to do it.
Wow.
She was like, I have too much going on. And then like a week later she messaged me, was like, look, if you haven't found anyone, like I got really ahead on some projects. So like let me do it for you. And I was
Cool.
like, cool, do it, please. And I
Yeah.
was kind of nervous she said that because I was like, is mine going to get put to like the back of the line of all these? But no, it took her like one
week,
week.
maybe?
Yeah, and she had it back to me.
Wow.
Yeah. She even brought it in like because I ordered it online. It came in like literally a trash bag, you know, like an Amazon bag
Yeah.
basically. And like she brought it in like a garment bag that she didn't
Yeah.
charge me for or anything. Like she was really sweet. So
Okay.
yeah. Another thing his sister recommended because it was someone she fit a bridesmaid dress for her one time. So.
It was my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah, I found that I'm stealing a lot of people from just other people I know. Because, like,
Yeah.
I'm stealing Kara's makeup artist. It's actually a girl who went to high school with both of us. Well, all three of us.
Yeah.
But
who is it again?
Ashley, her last name used to be Hughes. Ashley Hughes. Now it's Cooper.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still genuinely like the sweetest person I've ever met. And yeah, when she did Kara's wedding, she was so sweet. She did makeup for all three of us. And
Yeah.
it looked so good.
She rode my school bus. She lived like 3 houses
Oh,
down
yeah?
from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in a neighborhood like right down the
Yeah.
road from me. But yeah.
Yeah, I always really liked her. She's very, very nice. So I went ahead and got her pricing. I just need to pay her and get her booked.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like $125 for brides makeup.
That's not bad.
And I think
yeah.
90 for bridesmaids.
And
if
she's
you want
really
bridesmaids.
good.
She's very good.
Honestly, compared to like other, like I've never seen her work in person, but I've seen pictures like
Yeah.
regularly. Compared to like some girls I know that actually like do that for a living.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I think she just does it on the side, doesn't she?
Yeah, so she is like a
She's-
Mac makeup artist,
Yeah.
but she like freelances. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's mostly a stay-at-home mom.
But I think that she does better
Yes.
than like a lot of people I've seen. So
Yeah, I'd say I've definitely seen some makeup artists for other weddings that I was like,
because that
like maybe they weren't the most experienced.
Yeah, I was terrified. Like, I did my own makeup because I was so scared. I've seen so many people end up with like a yellow, cakey face where they're trying so hard to cover up your like
Yeah.
natural red tones or anything. And I was like, I do not want to look like I have flour all over my face.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
like
I'm
I
really
wanna look
excited with
natural.
Ashley because I really don't like skin products because I like to see my
Mm-hmm.
freckles, but I have a lot of redness in my face that I would
Mm-hmm.
like even out at least for this. And like I feel like she's somebody who will like actually work with me on that. And like
Yeah.
when she did our makeup, then like it felt like a lot to me, but it didn't look like a lot.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah, and that was like I was like, okay, she's really good.
Yeah.
but she's always been pretty good at makeup too.
Are you getting
so.
your hair professionally styled or are you going to do it yourself?
I haven't
or-
decided yet. I feel like I should because I don't really do hair.
Yeah.
And I know I'm actually gonna want it to be styled, but I haven't figured out who I want to do that yet or
Well,
where.
if
I
you
wanna
need
go.
help with it, I can help you with your hair because I'm really good at hair. but
I'm just gonna steal all my ideas from you and Kara anyway.
I did all my bridesmaids' hair.
Really.
I'll do
Yeah,
your hair
that's
for
good.
you, Eric, if you want me.
Except
Okay.
Lana's. My mom did Lana's.
You
and
do this.
My mom
Alright,
did
cool.
mine.
Got you.
Yeah.
But
Well, no, actually,
if you want to save some money or decide to, like, I did go to hair school. That's like the one thing I
Oh,
know.
yeah?
So I can style hair pretty good.
We can definitely see about that.
Or at least do like a test run,
Yeah.
you know, so you can see like kind of what you want. Because there's one thing, there's like, I had a different hairstyle 100% in mind for my wedding that I was like dead set on. And then I went and did the test run with my mom.
Yeah.
And like, she did it accurately. It looked horrible on me. It didn't go with the shape of my face. It made my whole face look like round and weird and like too slicked. And the bun was like meant for someone with like duotone, like blonde, you know, with like
Yeah.
highlights and stuff where you can really see all the pattern. And my hair is like a solid brown.
Oh yeah.
So it just,
you weren't getting the
yeah,
depth.
it just looked like a ball on the back of my head, not like a cool braided bun.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we ended up going with an actual braid.
Yeah. I think it was perfect.
Hell yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, I've got a lot of decisions to make in between now and then. It's just like it feels so overwhelming, and that's why I'm like I'm glad to actually like finally have like more than one bridesmaid because no shame to Kara at all. But like she
It's
lives
hard
in-
to be the only one too.
Yeah, she's the only one. She lives an hour away, and we don't work the same schedule, so like it's hard to find time to hang out in general. And
Yeah.
like they're like trying to find a house and like do adult
Yeah.
things.
That's
so
why you got
I'm happy
friends.
to have exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
happy to bring more people onto the team, and I think that'll help out
Yeah.
a lot for both of us and. To have people who've like gone through it, so I'm
Yeah.
not like trying to figure this out as I go and be like, okay, well, we did this for our wedding and it worked out pretty well, or we did this and maybe that's an option, or like finding the happy middle ground and what's gonna work for us.
Oh yeah, it's great too. Like I'm glad y'all came to our wedding right before you started planning ours, just for the same reason that I'm super glad I went to Stone and Sarah's wedding during the planning of ours, because I learned some things like, okay, I didn't like this aspect, or I really, really liked this, you know,
Yeah.
or like I want pictures like that. I didn't think about that or whatever.
Yeah.
And just like things that work and don't work,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
things that work for some people that maybe for your family won't work or whatever. So
Yeah, totally.
it's cool to see it all come together with other people with low risk where it's not yours. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think a little weird that we're thinking of doing though is that the venue that we're getting married at is a campground or a state park, so like they have quiet hours at 10, so like we're gonna get cut off at 9:45 or
Yeah.
sooner. So I'm like, well, maybe we'll just have like a camp out at the or like a cookout at the campground the next day.
Yeah.
And people can come back and after party because then it'll be a Saturday.
Yeah.
like everybody's still got time to chill out. But like,
You said it's in April, so we could probably get a campsite and camp in a tent
Yeah.
that night. I've camped there many times.
yeah, my
so.
parents are setting up their camper for us, so we'll have somewhere to stay. And his mom and her boyfriend are coming in their RV, and they're staying in the campground too. So
My parents have a camper. Maybe I can convince them, like, y'all want to go camp at this
Maybe.
campsite and then I'll attend a wedding and then just sleep here? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe he'll let me pull it with the Mazda.
yeah, I'm sure he'll let you do it with the Mazda.
yeah, no, that'd be fun though, because like we could all like get campsites next to each other and like have like a party the next day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Have like a little after party and like chilling out because we could all go back to the camper afterwards and like sit there and zone out staring at the fire and getting drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
The best part of camping.
And like that campground, I'm not going to say it by name on the podcast,
Yeah.
but like that campground, even though there are quiet hours for where we live and the type of people around here and everything,
Yeah.
for the most part,
chill.
you can keep playing.
Yeah.
And like no one's going to say anything.
Yeah. As long
Like,
as you're not being like a total asshole.
yeah,
like,
if you're not
people
like
are fine.
screaming and cussing or you just happen to have a bad neighbor at the campground, then
Yeah.
but
Jizz!
yeah, don't just scream jizz.
Yeah, but like, if you have like the occasional like everybody busts out laughing kind of shit, like nobody
Yeah.
cares.
Yeah, like just keep your music to where just y'all can hear it but yeah, wedding planning is both very fun and very exhausting and stressful
Yeah.
and anxiety
Don't let that
inducing.
turn you away from it though. Like it went by so fast, and there was never a day
Yes.
where we're like, "This is too much. Like, let's not do this."
Maybe not for you. Let's not do this.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I definitely wanted to do it the whole time, but like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you're like. This is too much.
especially at the very beginning, as things start to come together, like as soon as we had our venue decided on and paid for, and like I had picked a dress and we had booked like 2 vendors, I started getting like, okay, now I'm having fun with it and I can see it.
Okay.
But just that initial, like there's so much to do. And I'm not really an overly stressed person with that kind of stuff. So I was surprised with how flustered I got the couple initial times we talked about it. I was like, my hands would start shaking because I was getting so anxious about it. And I was like, this is not me. Like, why am
Yeah.
I doing this?
Yeah,
But
I'm
it does
definitely
get
bad at
better.
looking at like the checklist and being like, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
I didn't start enjoying it until like I saw the tent go up, and I was like, "That's where all the
That was
money
the
is."
day before.
Yeah. Well, when I started seeing the decorations go, like, because before that it was just a pile of stuff in a room.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "This is what we spent like almost 10 grand on." Like,
Yeah.
come on. And then I saw it all go together that Friday, and then of course Saturday, the day of the wedding, I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I get it now."
Yeah.
Because I just can't picture stuff like that in my head. I can't put
I
it
can.
together.
I knew what it was going to look like.
I can't
And it
put
looked
together the
exactly
final
how I
product.
thought it was going to look.
You and me, they're the same person. We're the same person.
Yeah, I'm very much like I've got a vision and I will see it out that way.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're already well aware of this. You will burn a hole in your debit card.
Yeah. Because there's stuff like we thought like 2 months before the wedding that we were done spending money on the wedding and just stuff kept coming up. And like where y'all are at, since you're at an actual venue with like bathrooms and
You won't
stuff,
have
it's
to
a
think
little
about a lot of it.
different.
Yeah.
But because a lot of it for us was, like crap, toilet paper. Or
Yeah.
what was like that last minute, not the dance floor, but
Shoes.
well, yeah, our shoes, but no, like, okay, like plates
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, we didn't really think about it until the month before the wedding, and we were like,
Oh shit, there's something else.
yeah, we need plates. And then I was like little things that you don't
And
think
cups.
about, like,
and silverware.
like we
oh,
didn't
crap.
we did an open bar, but we did like a party to gather all the booze up or whatever.
Yeah.
Which was awesome because we didn't end up having to pay for any alcohol. But like I didn't think about like lemons and limes for the bar, little drink stirrers, little
Yeah.
napkins for the bar, like stuff that you kind of need. Like, we didn't think about a trash can, like a large trash can for everybody to throw
yeah.
stuff away, and large trash bags for that trash can. Just all those little things, especially when you're DIYing a wedding.
Yeah.
That, like, just, if I were y'all, I would just plan on having, like, an extra $500 set aside the month before the wedding. And if you don't use it on anything, put it towards your honeymoon or something.
Yeah.
But just have it, because we almost didn't. Like, there was stuff where we were trying to decide, like, do we get new shoes or do we buy groceries
Yeah.
this week?
Yeah.
Like, we were getting down to pennies at the end. And
Yeah. Luckily, I mean, like, we're in a fairly good spot and have a little bit in savings to kind of throw at it, but, like, yeah.
I'm
That's the kind of
just
stuff.
glad to be out of that.
I don't
Like,
blame you.
we're finally back to, like, okay, this extra money we have can now just be, like,
Yeah, I think the month before the
extra
wedding,
saving money.
or like 6 weeks before the wedding, every paycheck, about $300 went towards the wedding, which doesn't seem like much, but like our rent's
Yeah.
high and
But
it
you
adds
get-
up.
you
Yeah.
get in our household, you get 3 paychecks in a month. That's $900
That's a
a
lot,
month
yeah.
for
Yeah.
spending, and in whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, so.
you could probably read
Well,
the
I
frustration
wasn't counting
on
my
face.
paycheck. It was mostly just yours because I pay the rent and that's like 100% of my paycheck. But
She pays the rent. I'm a SoundCloud rapper.
oh my god. But yeah, that's my only advice is just try to enjoy the planning, even if it seems stressful, and have a little extra money, more than you thought.
Yeah.
Or little stuff.
I think I'm getting to the point where I stress about enough that I can start going, okay, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We're going to focus on one thing and
That's
we're going
what
to
we
get it
ended up
booked.
doing.
And the more of those one things that you just focus on and knock out, the better you're going to feel.
Yeah, I think the most stressful thing for me is vendors because I'm like, because then I have to like contact people.
Oh yeah, and I hate that. I'm
Yeah.
so lucky that like between my parents and his parents and Ryan, like I didn't speak to any vendors until like the day of the wedding.
Oh, wow.
I can
Yeah.
talk to anybody.
You talked to the tent people.
Yeah.
Because we reserved the tent. His parents did the catering and the photographer and the DJ, so they like called and it was all like people they knew personally.
Yeah.
So I assume they got a decent deal on it. I don't know about all the costs and everything, but
Well, according to them, they did because
yeah.
Megan
and then
knew everyone.
Yeah, like Megan's a judge, so she had someone at work
Yeah,
that
she's
was
got contacts for everything.
yeah, so they had so many contacts. Then my dad works with vendors constantly for like job sites.
Yeah.
So he was like able to get a porta potty person, like get any like extra as far as like, like extension cords. That's
Yeah.
something that like the day before the wedding we were like, shit, we need extension cords.
Yeah.
We need an
Tables.
extra table for the cake.
That
like
trash
that
can.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like where he has access to all this stuff that we could use. So
There was still stuff the day before the wedding that your dad was handing me, and I was like, oh, thank God. Like,
Yeah.
somebody else thought about this.
yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of really thoughtful people.
That being
In
said,
general.
like she mentioned, with you guys having a venue, a lot of that stuff you like probably won't even have to even think about because
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
venues include so much.
Yeah,
of that
after
stuff
we did like the math on how much we spent and everything, I was like, gosh, we could have just gone to
a
an
venue.
actual venue that came with a planner and a photographer and like in-house
Yeah.
catering, and it maybe would have been a little bit more.
Yeah. Ours in particular doesn't do a ton.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure we're still going to have to, like, either rent or bring in some tables. Like, here's the thing, right? We have 30 people coming to our wedding.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much everybody on our list is a yes. 90%, like I said, 90% of it's family, the other bit
Yeah.
is friends, and they're all pretty much going to say yes.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of maybes. One of them's out of state, I think, and a couple are just really busy most of the time. So, like, we're pretty solid on what our numbers are going to be. So then it's like, okay, like, do we want to bother renting tables, or are we just going to call around and be like, hey, do you have, like, a fold-out table you can just bring for us?
Yeah. 'Cause,
Like,
we have two.
Yeah, we've got
Like,
one,
yeah.
like, and, like, we're not, like, really set on, like, we have to have a head table, and we have to have this and that.
Yeah.
I'm like, if everybody has, like, a couple of fold-out chairs and a table they can bring, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with that, and, like, just
Yeah.
mishmashing it. Like, it doesn't have to match. It doesn't have to be perfectly beautiful and aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because, like, I want to get married, and I want to go dance on the grass. Like, that's
Yeah.
it.
And then that's something else that I realized about our wedding is as much as like I did have those things and wanted like very specific stuff, like the only thing that I said, like, is I was like, wow, our wedding was beautiful. But you can ask Ryan for like a week afterwards. I was just so happy about like pretty much every single person that I care about was in one spot.
Yeah.
Like just all with us. And
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the coolest part of the whole thing. Just everyone that I give, God, I'm like gonna cry.
That was
Anyone that I give any care for or that like I like that loves me or I love them, we're all in a 10-foot radius of me all
Yeah.
night. And that was like the coolest fucking feeling ever.
that was the first conversation about the wedding that we
Yeah.
had. Was like she asked me like, what kind of wedding do you want? And I was like, I just want everyone that I love and care about to get drunk and have a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't necessarily like fuck a ceremony or anything.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was like, I just, because every wedding I've ever been to that I really enjoyed, my sister's included, was my absolute favorite wedding I've ever been to.
Except ours.
Yeah, except ours. Like, it was just 5 hours after the ceremony of like, I love you, man. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so great. This is great. And we got exactly that. And like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And all of our friends got along, and it was cool to see all our friends from like different friend groups all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like our families get along
Yeah.
really well and like each other. So
Yeah, it's super cool too because like we were laughing that like our table was basically a high school reunion.
yeah,
For most of us, and then like we had like a couple of newbies to the table, like
Yeah.
Eric, people who didn't live with us in high school, but yeah, it was just really funny, and like I hadn't seen Isabella since high school,
Yeah.
and like we chatted all night, and it
she's
was really
my other
cool.
little redhead friend.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really cool and
Yeah.
fun to see everybody and like get to have that and just relax and
Yeah.
everything. Like it's exactly what you wanted. There was no drama minus Dustin's puking.
That wasn't even drama. It,
It
ended
wasn't
up
even
being
drama.
funny. Yeah,
It was just
I was like still hugging him, like, all right, man, just lay down.
especially when he came out a couple hours later, it was like, I'm going again.
Round 2, bitches.
the only like almost drama that happened. I don't know if you were like paying attention, but do you remember when Isabella lost her phone?
No.
So it
maybe
was-
vaguely. I don't remember.
Well, okay, there was only 2 drama. That and Eric wandering off into the woods.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big
Because-
thing? I was literally just walking around because I was like, oh, I kind of feel nauseous.
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
were
walk.
stumbling.
You were, stumbling
No. All right, go,
and
go.
far enough off that no one could tell who you were.
Well, I knew that part.
So
'cause
like Ryan's dad was concerned like that someone was going to hurt themselves on his property out there. You know what
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like
but it's funny because I was sitting at the table watching him because I knew what he was doing.
yeah. Sometimes you just got to like
Yeah.
de-escalate yourself from the crowd and everything, but it was so funny cuz
It was brought to me by my dad that like he didn't care about anyone getting hurt. Like, no offense to anybody. He didn't care about anyone getting hurt. He was just trying to figure out like, who the fuck's on my property
Yeah.
while we're having this wedding, and then just wandering around.
yeah.
And I was like, and he's like, didn't say to me like that, but in enough of a tone where I was like, I puffed out my chest. I was like, I'll take care of this, Dad. And so I grabbed my buddy Jake, and like we just bolted towards Eric, and we're like, who the hell is this? He's just walking around. He's gonna crash it. And we saw it was Eric. And I was like, hey, are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, it was really funny. I watched you two beeline and I was like, aw.
And then a bunch of the girls ran after them.
Bunch of the girls, meaning you and Lauren.
Was it? I thought it was more. I thought
No,
This is
it was,
Megan.
it was you and Lauren, and then I was like, ah, shit, I gotta go get my monkeys.
uh,
So then I
and then
ran
they were
off.
like everyone needs to stay in the vicinity
yeah, and
of the
I was
wedding.
trying. I was like, Lauren was like walking across the gravel with no shoes. She's like, ah! Like, Lauren,
Oh,
stay
God.
on this side.
Lauren is so much fun. I
Yeah,
love
speaking
that
of
girl.
friends none of us have ever met, Lauren is so much fun.
I know
Yeah.
she's the bomb. She, in case anyone listening was at our podcast or at our wedding, I just want to bring up that she bought our cake for us, and that's something else I wanted to mention when we mentioned the number earlier of like
Yeah.
how much we spent. We did not spend that much.
Yeah.
Between our like us, my parents, his parents, and a lot of our bridesmaids,
Sister,
yeah, like family, like everyone chipped in and offered to do something.
Yeah.
That's why we got to have that like kind of, I want to say, quote unquote fancy of a wedding.
Yeah.
Because if it was just us, it would have been like $4,000 max probably.
That's literally what
We would have got
Yeah.
married.
Yeah,
at
that's what
Chili's.
we're looking at is like a $5,000 budget.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all are getting
And
a
that's
sheet cake from Publix.
doable. Yeah. Well, and that's what
Everyone
we were going to
loves a
do
sheet cake.
because initially we had planned the wedding on that budget for just us.
Yeah.
And then just so many people were like, well, like Lauren heard me say that and was like, no, I'm buying you a cake. And I was like, you don't have to do that. She was like, I'm doing it. And she bought it and then decorated it herself.
Yeah,
like she
which
went and
was
bought the
beautiful.
flowers
Yeah, it was
and stuff. She did
amazing
so
cake.
good.
And we
Yeah.
were like sitting at home after work one day, like in the middle of June or July, and just got a random text from my dad and was like, we're having tacos at the wedding.
yeah.
Already paid for it. I was like, and then my sister, like the week before that, was like, got the DJ, send him the songs you want. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, we were like, okay.
Like no one even was like, hey, do you mind if we? They're just like, no, like
Yeah,
we
like
got you, bro.
same thing. Like a couple months later, my dad messaged me and was like, "I have a company that can do porta potties." Blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. I was like, "All right, like this is awesome." So it just kept upgrading because
Yeah.
of people just being fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah.
You guys are
So
surrounded by a
hopefully
really good group of people.
we are, and like sometimes you forget about that, and I think that's what I was saying. My favorite part of the wedding is just realizing like all these people did all this for us, and just like had a great time
Yeah.
and had so much fun. It was awesome. So hopefully we can do half of that kind of stuff for y'all because.
yeah.
Listen, if
I
we
mean,
just have the people there, that's going to be the best part. Because, like, I was talking, I had to
Yeah.
call my whole family and talk to them about it. And it was really, it was rough at first because of our no kids rule, right?
Yeah.
That was a big thing. And I hadn't even considered the fact that if there's no kids, my sister might not be able to go.
Yeah.
And so I had to make a real decision on whether or not that was going to be okay. And then I had to go back and be like, family is different.
Yeah.
I've literally seen my niece and nephews maybe 5 times in the last 10 years.
Yeah, you don't want just like everyone and their date bringing
Yeah,
their children
exactly.
that you don't know. But it's different if it's like your blood family.
In
Yeah.
addition to that, neither of them are like toddlers. They're 10 years old.
Yeah. Also, we had not a decent amount of kids, but like 5 kids total at our wedding.
Yeah.
And they were all great.
Yeah,
like
yeah, they were
everyone was
fun.
well behaved, and like if y'all are doing it at a campground, like there's so much for them to do.
Yeah.
So like the couple kids that are there are probably gonna be so distracted with like trees, nature, bugs. Like
Yeah.
they're not gonna care. like they're not gonna be bad.
Originally, I was like, no. I was like, I want my family here. I was like,
Yeah.
I've literally been the only one in my family who's been away
Yeah.
for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the only one who's not been around my immediate family, and I do not get to see them.
Yeah, you'd end up
rarely go
regretting
home.
it if someone couldn't go because of something like
So
that.
I was like, yeah, no, I want my family here. I want my friends here. Like, I want everyone to be here for
Yeah.
this because my previous marriage was literally just a courthouse,
Yeah.
and that didn't end up well.
Yeah. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that's been divorced on the podcast.
Yeah.
It makes me feel less alone.
It's funny you put it like that too, because looking back, like I want to say, like a bulk of the people there was probably like my family.
Oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
that's gonna be a big part of it for us too. I got a lot of family.
Yeah, because he has like a bunch of siblings, and his siblings have kids, and I'm like, I have one sibling. He's gonna be an AIT, so he might not even be able to come.
Yeah.
But like, I have my mom, my dad, my grandpa, and aunt, and my little cousin, he's gonna be like 15
Yeah.
by the time we get married, and so like. That's my whole family.
I know. Yeah.
Like that's it. That's all that is gonna come.
Yeah, I
And
had
other
what,
than that, it's friends.
6, 7 people there. 8 people total.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad,
You made up a
my
bulk of the
grandma and
friend
grandpa, my mom or my brother, and Grandpa Weed.
group. Yeah.
That was it. So 6 people.
Grandpa Weed.
Grandpa Weed. 6
Which-
people total.
We found out. Love you to death, Grandpa Weed. We
He's
found
never
out
going to listen to this.
that at the wedding we had no idea, because I didn't know he drank or anything. I thought he just was like a good old boy. Like I'm gonna come enjoy my granddaughter's wedding. I'm gonna go home.
He drinks, just not like normally. I guess not often. I don't know. When we go on vacation, he kind of throws down.
Dude literally drank vodka on the rocks. Ice.
We all thought he was
vodka,
drinking glasses of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and downed them. Like,
God damn.
was
I
like,
never thought he
"Excuse me?"
seemed drunk or anything, too. So.
Well, I noticed he was a lot more friendly with me than normal. when
Yeah.
he was leaving. He's like, "I'm so glad this happened. Y'all have a good night. It
Yeah.
was nice to see you again." I was like, "You too." But, all right.
Never talked to you that much, but all right. Yeah, no, that was pretty funny. But what was I about to say? It was about y'all's wedding. I lost track. Never mind. Grayson's dumb. Grayson forgotted.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. And plus, she's not met half of my family.
Oh wow.
You know, I've met his mom and
My oldest brother and my 2 nieces.
and his ex-wife.
Well, that's
Wait, you met his
divorced.
ex-wife?
Oh, you're talking? Yeah, my oldest
Kathy.
brother's ex-wife,
Yeah.
not my ex-wife.
Okay,
No.
I was about to be like,
No,
oh,
because if I met his ex-wife, she wouldn't be around anymore.
we wouldn't have this podcast right now.
yeah.
No.
No, it'll be really similar then, because like, literally, okay. So we had 6 tables, right?
Yeah.
We had the friend table, and then the parents' table had a couple of my people, and the grandparents' table had 2 of my people. Other than that,
It was all Ryan's.
it was all
people.
Ryan's family.
Because
Damn.
I'm
Yeah.
really sentimental and I love my family and I love seeing everybody.
Well, it's not that we didn't invite my family. It's that my family all lives in like Reno and
Yeah.
Kansas, and like just can't drop everything and
Yeah.
spend $1,200 to fly a round trip for one
Yeah.
weekend. You know?
My family's like, yeah, the Southeast is good.
Yeah. Well, also like everyone that came was in like mostly driving distance. I think
Yeah.
like John and Wendy and Terry and
Yeah,
Dave
they had
flew.
to Yeah, they had
Yeah.
to fly.
Yeah.
They had to flew.
Which shout out to them because there was no rental cars, so they rented a U-Haul van and like
Yeah.
rode in
That
the
U-Haul?
back.
That's what it
yeah.
was.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like, "We're getting to this wedding." So
That is
They
amazing.
said they flew into Hartsville, Jackson. There was no rental cars at all. And they were like, oh, crap. So they called the local U-Haul place. They're like, yeah, we got a van. They're like, bet, hold it. And they went and got it.
That's really smart,
That's
actually.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was probably cheaper, actually.
You're cheaper
I mean,
than-
it's
they're
$20 a day.
$20
Yeah.
plus gas. That's it.
The gas was probably a bitch in that van.
Yeah, but compared to like Ubering, it probably would have cost them like $40 each way
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
if not
If
more.
I had known they were having that problem, I would have went and picked them up.
Or sent someone, like one of
Yeah.
the groomsmen or something to pick them up.
But
Yeah.
they're so self-sufficient. Like
They're great. Yeah.
They
I
got
really
very-
like Wendy. She's so nice.
Yeah, we were laughing earlier today because his best man is literally going to arrive at 10:30 the morning of the wedding.
Oh, wow.
But he's like, as soon as he heard we were getting married and got a date, he's like, it's cool, I already booked a flight.
Aw,
And I got to
that's so
run a car
nice.
and everything.
And then I was like, we didn't even pay for the venue yet.
Yeah. Hopefully this works out.
Yeah, well, then we ended up having to move up a day early. And so he's like, okay, I got my flights fixed, but like, I'm going to be there the day of. And he's leaving the day after.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because his wife is literally going to pop like
Oh, wow.
5 days later.
Yeah, so he's literally just coming for as short of a time as he can
So
and
we're,
then
like,
heading back
9 at the
home.
wedding.
Yeah, I was going to say, so
Well,
y'all.
Essential.
she's not going to be able to come.
Yeah.
She's
she
gonna
can't
be
fly.
Yeah.
close to-
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
a lot of people, it happens like a week or two early. So
Yeah.
do y'all have a backup plan for if that happens? He's just not going to be in it? Or
Nope.
Yeah, he's just not going to be in it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if
Unfortunately.
that does happen, Ryan's probably going to double up.
Yeah.
It's your boy.
You can still be beer man. Just go take your place over
Yeah.
there.
I
after.
mean, literally, yeah, because we've got one other groomsman, because we were uneven for the longest, because he had 2 groomsmen. I just had one maid of honor.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I want to have Graysons be a bridesmaid, but I don't want to not include Ryan, so Ryan's going to be the beer guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah,
Beer
if
guy.
something should happen and Dawson can't make it, or if Haley gives birth early, then yeah, perfectly happy to
Yeah.
have Ryan step in, because honestly, that's the spot we would want you in anyways.
Yeah.
It's just, it's uneven, so you're going to be the beer guy, and you're
Trust
going to get
me,
a front row
it's all
seat.
good.
We get it because we talked about it like so often. Like we'd come back from the podcast and I'd be like, I'm really sad that they're not in our wedding party. Like, why did
And
we
it's-
start planning this early?
And the only reason we didn't was because she already had so many bridesmaids.
Yeah. It was
already
so she
off.
added you and I added you. We're still like,
Yeah.
it was just
Massive.
a bigger party and
Yeah.
still uneven.
Because at first I told him that I was like, why don't you invite Eric to be a groomsman? That way, like, and Dustin. I
Yeah.
was like, invite both of them because we've been hanging out with them for like, fucking 8 months or so
Yeah.
now. Like, twice a week. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
For adult friends. They don't normally hang
That's
out
true.
that
That's
much.
true.
So, like, twice a week minimum. And but we were talking about it, and I was like, well, yeah, but we can't ask Eric and not Alicia, and obviously I want you to do it too. But I was like, I cannot have another bridesmaid.
Yeah.
I already have 5. Like buying gifts for
That's a
them
lot.
and planning it and like rehearsing it and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't get another one. So I was like, okay, so we don't ask Eric because I can't ask Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was laughing. I made the joke too, because at one of my friends' weddings, Eric was a last minute stand in for a groomsman.
Yeah.
Literally, like the day before, one of the groomsmen was like, I'm coming for the wedding and then I'm leaving right afterwards. I'm not staying for the reception because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like, and he was kind of not the biggest fan of the bride. So they were like, hey, we love you, but maybe don't come
Yeah.
if you're going to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Like,
blame you.
we'll see you a different day. So
I've been in a
wedding-
wedding
like
where
she
that
was
happened.
really, yeah, and she was really worrying about it. So the day before we were at the rehearsal, and I was like, Deanna, would you be opposed to me having, like, I can ask Eric if he wants to be a stand-in, and she's like, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So I called Eric and I was like, you're gonna be in a wedding, babe.
like, what?
Yeah, like I went to go get him pants that afternoon so that he would
Yeah.
match the rest of the boys, and like he was, I think, mismatched just ever so slightly, but not enough to be noticeable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on our way to Stone's wedding, because he stayed at our house, we were driving him up to his wedding. He had to call someone and be like, "Hey, what are you wearing to the wedding? Because do you think you could stand in?"
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so it happens. I've actually, that happened at that wedding. You guys just mentioned one. And then my ex-sister-in-law's wedding, one of her bridesmaids was just a drama queen.
Oh, gosh.
And last minute, like, told everyone off and just decided she wasn't going to be in the wedding.
Wow.
And, like, I think most of us were pretty happy about it because we didn't really, like, care
vibe
for
with
her that much at that point. Yeah, so, but yeah, she had a last-minute stand-in, too. So... It happens. It happens
definitely
pretty
happens.
regularly, it
It's
sounds like.
amazing how awesome people are to step up and stand in, though,
Yep.
and how seamless it usually ends up being.
Yeah, because it's like a sensitive question when you're like, how do
wanna
we
be back up?
ask someone that we didn't initially ask?
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, my second choice or something. But it's nice when you have like friends that understand like you're not second choice. It's just when you can only ask so many people, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to go in order of, like, who have you known longest? And, like, who do you spend the most time with? Who's, like, is going to participate or, like, have the time? Because that was, like, part of the reason why, like, certain people weren't my bridesmaids, even though they're my friends. It's not that, like, I didn't want them there or anything. It's that, like, work commitments and stuff, they're not... I'm shocked that the bridesmaids I picked were able to show up to the amount of stuff they did. Yeah. Like, there's... When you commit to being a bridesmaid, it's more than just like, oh, I got to wear a cute dress and stand here. Like, you are staff now at the wedding, basically. And that job is not paid, and it lasts like a year, and you need to just be ready to help the bride out whenever she needs it. That's like the whole point.
Yeah, so. Especially on the bridesmaids, because grooms are easier generally, and grooms like, don't have as much to do.
Bring some whiskey to the wedding.
Bridesmaids are like, we're wedding planners. We stop the drama before it happens. Yeah. We're making sure everything is smooth.
I will tell
the boys to piss off. We tell drunk Aunt Judy to go sit her ass down. Like, bridesmaids, it's like a little mafia.
Yeah, it really is.
Which we didn't have a drunk ass Judy at the party.
No, we didn't. You know, like, I'm not gonna bring up like specific people or anything, but there was like 2 people that I told my bridesmaids, like, if these people like say anything, no, just like, I'm not gonna say names or anything, because like I wasn't upset with anyone there. Yeah. It's just like, it's like some people clash or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
or sometimes it's like, I love this person, but also I know how they are if they drink just a little too much. Yeah. If I drink 5, they're a little snappy.
Yeah, and it's nothing like that. Like, everyone, there was no one at my wedding that I did not want at my wedding or that wasn't perfectly pleasant at my wedding. So I'm not trying to say anything negative about anyone, but, and I've been to other weddings like this too, where they're just like, hey, you know, if so-and-so starts bringing up this topic...
Be like, not today.
Go change the subject. Yeah, like, that's the kind of insider knowledge the bridesmaids have. And so that kind of deal. But
where are we at?
Okay.
1 hour, 28 minutes.
Oh, so it's time to wrap up then, huh?
Yeah.
I felt longer than that.
That's what she said.
Are you just exhausted with
never
us?
Said that.
No. No.
Well, this has been the Roll for Funny podcast.
Truly, this has been the Roll for Funny podcast wedding edition.
Wedding season. It's going to be great.
Can't wait to keep pushing it off till next year.
No, we'll update y'all a little bit here and there on how the wedding plan is going.
We'll
for
have
Erick
wedding
and
corner
Alicia.
whenever major stuff happens.
Yeah, and then just for quick review, for the future of the podcast, we're going to try to work on getting on video.
Yeah.
In the near future, like possibly by next podcast, which for you guys will be a couple weeks because we record like 2 weeks ahead. But
yeah, so we're doing. Are we going to go ahead and set out to do Halloween podcast? Do a couple of lives. So
we'll do Halloween cast and we'll make it all nice and pretty for y'all so that we can get it on video. And
Spoopy cast.
We're going to
Spoopy cast.
The idea, and just like, you know, don't hold us to this just in case, but is we're going to go live on TikTok on Alicia's account. So if you've ever seen us live on there, it's the same place we're always live. Yep. And then we're going to try to go live on my Twitch account, twitch.tv/glumgoggles with a Z. And then we're going to try to actually do an edited video.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot to try to do all in one.
It is
podcast, but it's going to be like our Halloween special, which will actually come out like 2 weeks after Halloween.
Yeah,
I think next year, like
we can plan ahead.
Yeah, we're more used to doing this podcast thing because today is 2 months of podcasting.
Yeah,
crazy.
So I think we're gonna stick with it, but we'll try to pretty it up a little, make it a little more official, and. Also, I think it'll be more fun to get to interact with any of the people that are listening because we actually have some real listeners now, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah, we actually got 2 whole YouTube comments.
Yeah, I don't care if it's little. I'm just excited someone's watching us.
I love the interaction of just like, oh, somebody out there has actually like listened and had a thought and like took a moment to say something.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
It really is,
and it means a lot, especially when you're starting out.
Blah blah.
And it'll be cool, like, in the future if we can integrate, like, crowd interaction in the podcast.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. So, that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan, Stan.
we're gonna go to bed now. Y'all,
here.
Y'all don't know this, but we record this podcast late at night on weeknights because all of our schedules are so weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're gonna resume our old people lives now. Stop acting like we have energy.
yep. But we love y'all.
I have to pee.
Okay.
All right. So anyways, thanks for listening to the Roll for Funny podcast. Please check out our socials in the description boxes below. We're on YouTube and Spotify. We post every Tuesday. And I think that's all right.
Extra music. Cue now.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.